All right, guys, there is something happening across the United States right now, and it's huge. I'm in the new skylift at the zoo, just to tell you where I am so you can see. People are leaving by the thousands right now from California, New York, New Jersey, Illinois, and even places like Washington and Oregon. They're heading south, and one of the top destinations in the country, South Carolina. More specifically, right here in Columbia. Now, this isn't about politics. This is about reality, rising costs, changing priorities, and people chasing a better lifestyle. So today, I'm breaking down why the mass exodus is happening, why South Carolina keeps ranking in the top 5 states to move to, and why I believe Columbia is the best kept secret in the country right now. Now, stick around to the end because I'll share what I believe is the #1 reason people are choosing Columbia over everywhere else. Almost holiday time, guys, and this is where many things happen, is right here at the zoo where I'm at now. You can rent this space. This is where Santa Claus comes, everything. Y'all, I'm Chad Dorman. I'm your Columbia realtor. Every week I help people from all over the country relocate right here to the Midlands. Folks from Northeast, the West Coast, and everywhere in between. I'm ready for a better way of life. So if you're thinking about moving to Columbia or anywhere in South Carolina, or you're just trying to understand why so many people are, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can be one of the first to know about the local Columbia market every time that I post a video. It is an incredible market and everything that's over here. Go ahead, hit me up by email, text, phone number, call me. I'll be glad to help you out. That's what I actually enjoy doing more than anything else, is contacting the other people and showing you, especially even on a Zoom call, what the local life here is in South Carolina and why people are moving here. Let's go ahead and get started with the first one. The numbers, they just don't lie. Let's start with the facts. According to the U.S. Census and U-Haul's migration data, South Carolina has ranked in the top 10 inbound states every single year for the entire last decade. And in the last 5 years, we've consistently landed in the top 5 most moved in states in the entire country. People are leaving high cost, high tax states, and they're not just moving to Florida and Texas anymore. They are discovering South Carolina, and they have been for the last number of years. We're seeing record inbound moves from the likes of New York, New Jersey, even as far as all the way to Washington and Oregon, not all the way out west as well. People are looking, they are looking to have a better quality of life and be able to not just be house poor, but be able to do more with their money. So let's get into it a little further. After the numbers, to follow right along with that, let's start with number 2, the obvious, the cost of living. When you compare Columbia, South Carolina to places like New York, Los Angeles, Washington, places like that, the average median home price with Columbia is about $280,000. Now, different in some of the suburbs around Columbia, and I've gone over that with a lot of people and in a lot of my videos over that. Now, the average median home price in California is over $800,000. The property taxes in Columbia, on average, they go anywhere from $1,200 to about $800, with an average of around $1,500, depending on which county you're in. There are different counties that hit you a little harder in taxes than others, but we can talk about that too. It just hit me up. Now, the property taxes in New Jersey average anywhere between $10,000 and $20,000, with an average of around $15,000, which is insane. And it doesn't stop there. From groceries, gas, healthcare, insurance, they're all lower. And the result, a middle-class family in New Jersey can move to Columbia and live better with less stress, more space, and more freedom. If you are trying to do this too, with all the elections that have gone on recently, not to make this video about politics or anything like that, but a lot of Democrats are winning in the governor race, the mayor race in California. As history would have it, those places have always had higher taxes, higher cost of living, higher everything, and which is why people are moving right here to Columbia, South Carolina. South Carolina in general, but Columbia, which I'll tell you why in just a little bit as well. Now, number 3, real estate is a huge factor in this migration. Builders are offering incentives, land's still available. There's property appreciation is strong, but it's not out of control. And the balance makes Columbia a smart place to live, but it's even a smart place to invest. And a lot of investors are starting to do that. But you've got to call me if you're really thinking about investing, because there are certain things with investing that a lot of people don't look at, such as the tax rate can as much as triple if you're doing it as an investor and not as a owner occupied house. So make sure, give me a call with that so that I can tell you a little bit more about it. Unlike some of the faster growing cities that really make you feel overcrowded, Columbia still feels like a community, but at the same time, it's still got a lot of room to grow. Now let's talk about weather. This one always tends to come up all the time. If you're moving from the Northeast or even the West Coast, it's not just about the cold winters. It can also be about the unpredictable ones. Now we're far enough inland with Columbia that we don't get a lot of the things from the natural disasters such as hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes. We really don't have a lot. There's always minor ones everywhere. And I can tell you there's some people even up in Elgin where they have a few more, but they're very minor. It's one of the better places to live if you don't mind the travel to downtown. But there can be some stuff there too. Snow, ice, hurricanes, wildfires like out in the West and California and stuff. Every year always brings something when you're talking about a lot of these other places. Here in Columbia, we actually get all 4 seasons. They're mild winters though, and they're manageable summers. And at the same time, we're close enough to the north that you can go and actually do some snow skiing. You could even go out west if you want to snow skiing. You're near the beach, you're near the mountains. In these 4 seasons, you can do a whole lot more with it too. A lot of sunshine, decent amount of humidity also, and as long as you can deal with that here in Columbia, I think you'll be just fine. When it comes to weather, I know there's even greater weather in San Diego, but again, you don't have those wildfires to worry about. You don't have those earthquakes, things like that. It's just a lot more manageable out here in Columbia, which is why a lot of people are moving out here too. That's pretty much the extent on weather. I can tell you more. I actually did a weather video, just total weather and weather only, and I give you the averages, everything. Go check that video out as well, because that one tells you a little more about it too. All right, number 5, education, jobs, and opportunities. Columbia isn't just the capital, it's also home to the University of South Carolina. So it has government agencies, major medical centers, fast-growing private businesses, and we're even getting a lot of tech. You got Scout coming to Blythewood. There's jobs in tech, healthcare, education, and manufacturing. They're all on the rise. And with remote work exploding, more people can live anywhere that they want. They choose to live where the quality of life matches the cost of living, and Columbia checks both of those boxes, hands down. So yes, things are appreciating at a better rate than what they were in COVID now. And it's just everything matches. More people are moving here just for the jobs alone. And I will be did a cost of living video recently and put all those facts in there, everything that is here and what's coming on. Check that video out as far as my cost of living, and you can find out even more too. Each one of these sections, I've probably got a video somewhere. And if you can't tell, yes, I'm right here at the Rhinoceros. Figure I'd give everybody a little bit of background to why I talk about these things. Now this one is my favorite, guys. Number 6 is the lifestyle and community. People who move here from up north are always surprised just by how much more life they can live here. Weekends at Lake Murray, farmer market downtown, so the city market for that. Just downtown every Saturday, right there on Main Street for that matter. Golf, hiking, boating year round, and let's be real. People here are just a different kind of kind. They're always waving, they're always talking, they're always taking their time. I work hard. I work really hard, and I have long hours, but I like to play hard when I can. Let's be real. It's a slower pace, but it's not stagnant. It is intentional. And for many families, leaving the chaos of the big cities, that peace and community are exactly what they have been missing. You literally get the lifestyle that's here, as well as the business. Not only is there a market for business, there is a even bigger market for lifestyle, all the way to outdoors, hunting, deer hunting, coon hunting, fishing in Lake Murray, camping. You can do all these things year round. Matter of fact, it's even better in the winter sometimes because it's not so hot and you can actually enjoy it and get a little breeze. Especially, we have a ton of sailboats on Lake Murray too, and they really get going in the cooler times like the fall is now, and even in the winter because there's so much more breeze. If you're just looking for that lifestyle, go ahead, hit me up, and let's get you started. Number 7, safety and sanity. People always want to feel safe and sound, and have peace of mind. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, Columbia does have higher crime rate than most, but in its suburbs, you gotta know we're in Columbia, you gotta know we're not to be out late at night. And again, it's a college town, so you've got different places have got all kinds of people that are out late at night. In Columbia and its suburbs like Lexington, Irma, Blythewood, and Chapin, you can still leave your car unlocked at night. Although, even though you can, I wouldn't advise it. Kids play outside though, neighbors look out for each other. There's that sense of security and belonging, and it means more now than it ever did, especially for families relocating from cities where that's all been lost. Many people just don't feel as safe and secure in a lot of these bigger cities and that they're leaving from. It's not the number one factor by any stretch, but some people are leaving so they can be part of these communities. Even though they're paying HOA, people hang out by the pool, out by the clubhouse. They can walk their dogs at night. They're waving. The kids stop and pet the pets as they're walking by. The neighborhoods, even like Halloween, they're just safer. Parents are okay walking their kids around the neighborhoods, going door to door. They don't have to check every single piece of candy that comes in, although you should, just like you should lock your doors at night. People are coming here for that safety a lot of times too. But again, call me. I can tell you more about that. I don't get into so much detail right here. I can tell you stories galore over the YouTube video. But if you give me a call, I'll gladly we'll put in the work to get you on a search, to get you doing things and tell you more about these questions that you don't have to answer. You don't have answers to. I am one of the most personable people that you will know. If you have questions, call me and ask. Don't hesitate. This YouTube video, it just sets people up so they can call me. That's what I enjoy, is talking to other people. Okay, so I wanted to sit down to actually tell you some of this as far as, like I said in the beginning, why Columbia in my opinion? Well, for one, it's location, location, location. It's the center of the state. Yes, people are mass moving from Columbia, but mass moving from other areas to South Carolina. But why Columbia in general? It's 2 hours from the beach, 2 hours from the mountains, and perfectly positioned between Charleston, Greenville, Charlotte, Myrtle Beach, all of that. It's affordable, it's growing, and it feels like home. That's why so many people are moving to South Carolina and they're landing here in Columbia instead of anywhere else. Your money can go so much further right here in Columbia. So here's the takeaway. People are leaving the big cities, not because of politics, but because they're chasing freedom, peace, and opportunity. And South Carolina gives them all of that. And Columbia, it gives them even more and a little bit of something else. And it's a lifestyle you just can't find anywhere else. I have searched all over the United States. There may be a couple places similar to Columbia, but as far as the cost of living and how much your money can go, and you still have the playtime and the work time, you just can't find it hardly anywhere else. And which is why I've been here all my life and I haven't moved. Not just because my whole family's here and they haven't moved either, but it's mainly because just no better place I'd be. It is a special place for me, but it can also be a special place for you. As I say all the time, people move here for that cost of living because it is the number one in almost every one of my videos, but they stay here for the lifestyle. People love it, what they can do here and that lifestyle. Remember, don't forget, schedule a Zoom with me. I love meeting other people. I love talking to other people. Even just give me a call if that's what you want and you just have a question. Love to meet, love to talk. I got the gift of gab from my mom, and I can talk all day, but I will just answer your questions simply as well. And I love taking care of people. And again, I'm Chad. I'm your Columbia realtor. I'm always available, always honest, and always here to help you love where you live and where you move. See you guys in the next one.